everybody. It's Debbie from Spooky Things. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. Um, I don't have a guest tonight because I wanted to take a chance to talk about the Para-comi-con that we just had. Great time. I had an absolutely great time. Um, there, um, there was quite a few people there. The guests that we had were absolutely fantastic, and it seemed like everybody really pretty much had a really good time. Um, let's see. Okay, we got two people in here. Um, okay, so I want to have some give and take from everybody here. I just wanted to kind of get some really good views on, from you guys as to how you liked it, and would you do anything different? Would you keep it the same? Well, if you did change something, what would you change and how would you change it? Um, Me personally, um, I thought it was wonderful. And me and my family had a, really good time. And I even had my two of my grandchildren with me. And I had little baby Reenie, and we had little Roman there. My granddaughter Ellie wasn't able to make it because she had school that she was just starting, and that kind of put a damper on her going to the con because we had to stay in the hotel room. But in any situation, we all had a great time. We really did. Um, okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and start from the very beginning. Um, the only thing that I could say in the very beginning, the setup was was very well organized. Stan and Teresa had this thing like organized down to the bone. It was just you are going to be here and you are going to be here, and everything was just so meticulously organized. And then came the big monkey wrench into it when we all got there. Richard, hi. I miss you guys already. Oh my gosh. And so we kind of like had to figure out how to get around this huge stage that was on there. And we kind of had to figure out a way around this huge stage. He said that he had a fantastic time. I'm so glad. Well, we just had a blast with you. I mean, well, you're always a blast. You and Colleen are great. Um, but we did. We figured the way around it and got everybody situated and settled. And it kind of made us a little bit more, together. But hey, we're a friendly group. We get along fine anyway. Um, there were so many cool things at this Para-comi-con. I mean, there was just some really, really cool stuff there. There was some really fabulous, interesting people that were there. All, thank you. We shouldn't just wait for the Comic-Cons to get together. We should arrange times for everybody to get together anyway, outside of the cons, because, we're all just a little crazy anyway. Um, but in any situation, the once the setup was on a roll and everybody was rolling on it, it was like boom, it went up pretty quick. And I had a bit of a casualty on one of my supporting struts on my tent. We heard this crack, and it was like, no, it's like you immediately know, because we were having to move it constantly. And so we ended up doing the con without having the tent up, and it was kind of weird for us because we always have our tent up, and we felt naked without our tent. But it turned out that it was just fine. Yeah, right. We need to get together. And so that was, that was the only thing that was going on there. And once we got that figured out, we were cruising with no trouble. The turnout was good on Saturday. We had a pretty decent turnout. Um, it's getting better every year. And that I can say with no hesitation whatsoever. It is getting better every year. And it just seems like whatever issues or problems that we had that one year, come around time for the next one, it's remembered and it's avoided, and we don't have that issue again. So, already thinking about next year and what's going to go into it, and thinking about a lot of things about next year, really. So, we're going to take a little bit of time to sit back and relax a little because, I mean, I it's like I think I can count on my two hands how many times that I saw Teresa and Stan at the con running around. If you had to be quick to catch them because they were coming and they were gone. I mean, they were on the go all weekend long. They didn't have a chance to sit down and even breathe. They were just going, going, going. They were there before anybody else got there, and they were there long after everybody else had gone home. So they were, you know what, kudos to Teresa and Stan Fikes. They, I just can't say how amazing these two guys are. I mean, they amaze me every day. They just amaze me. They're just so they're can do people. They don't think about what they can't do. They don't think about that at all. They just think about how they're going to do it. They're not thinking we can't do that. What? No, no, no. They think of how are we going to do that? How can we make that work? Hey, Michael, how are you? And they do. They figure out a way to make it work, and it turns out really good. I mean, they not only figure out how to do it, they figure out how to do it well. So I mean, they never cease to amaze me on that. They're both ingenious, actually. They really are. Um, we had a pretty good sized booth, and it was just interesting the flow that was going through there. I noticed that the flow of traffic, tired and sore. I know. I had to use all day yesterday to sit back and do like nothing but groan and moan and ooh, it hurts so bad to move. But it was worth every bit of it, though. It was great. Um, but yeah, they really did do a spectacular job, and the flow of traffic was really good. I don't think that anybody there was no. I don't really remember a bottleneck kind of a thing going on where people would just get like all clustered up in like one area and have to split. That never happened. You should have run up and down the stairs about 50 times. Nope, couldn't have done it. I couldn't have. I could not have done it. Michael says you met a lot of great people. Michael, wasn't there some great people there? I mean, really. I mean, not to mention just the guests alone were amazing in themselves. But we had some really cool people come this year. Um, People that really had talent were just showing up, and We got to talking with a few of them, and it was like, wow, this guy was really cool, or this girl really knows what she's talking about. You talk to them for a little while. I love talking to people and finding out, you know, where they're coming from and their view on things. And I like that. You get great ideas from other people. Not everybody has the same view on something, and it's great getting a second opinion about something that you never even thought about it. And um, Teresa says, my daughter wanted to take Ken Gerhardt home. I don't know. I think Lady Anne might have had something to say about that. But he is so sweet. I'm telling you, he is so sweet. That man is he just ate up with sweet. He really is. And he's just got this kind, personable way about him that it's just like very soft spoken, very gentle speaking, I mean, he is just a really nice guy. Yes, it is so true. And his lady, he calls her Lady Anne. So sweet. She is, I mean, and the two of them together completely complement each other. They really do. Just a really, really, really amazing couple. I'm sorry that she couldn't make it. I would love to have seen her as well. But yes, Ken Gerhardt is a very nice person. Keith Age, so much fun. Absolutely just so much fun. And he just brightens up any place he's at. Where there's Keith Age, there's a party. Well, he's just fun. And then you have Brett Wagner. He is so iconic in that particular role. And the wonderful thing is that you sit back and you think about it. When would you ever be able to meet somebody like Brett? Walking down the street? Not likely. We live on two sides of the United States. He lives way out there. We were way out here. And that's what's wonderful about these cons is that, you know, these cons bring people to a community that would have no exposure to these amazing people. And these cons bring them to the people so you can actually talk to them, look at them, take a picture with them. He told my son Kyle that he was his favorite person. That is so sweet. And that sounds like something coming from him. It really does. Because he's just very positive, very optimistic, very giving. He was just a lot of fun. He is just a lot of fun. Um, but Brett Wagner is like very happy to accommodate any question that anybody had for him. Richard says that he's known Keith Age for 30 years. Wow. No kidding. I bet. But I'll bet he's the same person today that you met 30 years ago. Because he just seems like he's just who he is. Michael says he even messaged Kyle when they landed the plane. See what I mean? It's things like that. It's those special little things that they do. Hi, Ben. How are you? Um, it's just those little special things that they do, like messaging somebody that makes you feel good. Yeah, he is. He's the same person, right? But it just makes you feel good, makes you feel special. It makes you feel like, wow, I made an impact on this person. I he remembers me. He remembers who I am. He remembers. I wasn't just a face in the crowd. He's somebody that he remembers, and that makes you feel so special. It really does. Because you know what? You are special. To come out and to see these people, they know that. They know that, and they respect that. Ben says he's still tired from this weekend, but I had a freaking blast. I know. I had a blast too. Oh my God, there were some funny moments and some moments that we talked about. Will be a good story at Thanksgiving. I'm thinking of one right now. But for sure. I'm sitting here eating candy like I should be anyway, but why not? Anyway, Danny Andrews says, I miss everyone already. I know, Danny. We were just talking about that. It's like these cons. Everybody gets together and it's like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. And everybody's just so close. And then boom, everybody's scattered out again. And like the day afterwards, you're like, oh, wait, I wonder when I'm even going to see them again. And you get kind of down. And then you worry about the people that weren't there, like Blaine Rohan. I missed Blaine. I missed Blaine a lot this past weekend. It's a family reunion. You're right, Ben. It is. It is a family reunion. And like I was saying, every year we add to our tribe. Like Richard said, we need to get together more often. We do. We all shouldn't sit around and just wait for a con to get together. My God, we can do. I got 5 acres out here. Think of the fun we could have on that. And Danny says she agrees. She's concurring. She agrees. But I mean, we can go to a restaurant and make a heck of a mess there. We can go anywhere. But the important thing is just getting together and being around each other for a while. That's really, really cool. Back to Brett. He was so kind, taking pictures with everybody, and not just once a year, but he was taking pictures with everybody, talking to people, giving those autographs. Those autographs are important, guys. They are so important. Don't you miss Blaine? I know, not hearing that laugh and that, loud talk of his. I loved it because you could hear it all the way across the room. It's like, oh, that's Blaine. And it wasn't there this year. And man, I missed it. But thank you, Brett, for everything. You were wonderful. You were just absolutely wonderful. And we really enjoyed having you there. We enjoyed having Keith there. We enjoyed so much having Ken there. And then we had Mr. Stokes. Same thing. And this is a man that has done some iconic roles. Not just in front of the camera. He's done amazing things as a producer off of the camera. And unfortunately, and I'm kicking myself because I never really had a chance to go up and really talk to Mr. Stokes. And at the end of the con, I was like, golly, man. I really miss Gwen. Hi, honey. How are you? Missing you guys already. I miss you guys too. But yeah, I really wanted to, sit down and talk to Mr. Stokes a little bit because he is just so amazing. But every time I go over there, he had somebody there. I mean, he was busy. They kept him busy, 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 and which is good because it gives them a chance to not just sit there and twiddle their thumbs and stuff. It gives them a chance to, you know, keep themselves amused and keep going because we don't want our guests getting bored. And I know there's a few times that they were just sitting around. But then again, everybody needs a break too. Um, oh my gosh, we had Buck Bresner there, and I noticed that they were keeping him pretty busy as well. You know, I saw a lot of pictures with him taking with the kids and stuff like that. And it's so funny to see him because he's so tall. And these kids are so little compared to him. It's like they come up to like his knees, you know. Um, Ben says, yeah, it was weird not hearing Blaine's laugh at the con. Hmm. He was a really great guy to talk to. Yeah, yeah. I I really enjoyed Blaine's company. And it's funny because when part of our tribe isn't there, we know. We know it. It's like, it's just the ambiance in the whole place just seems like a bit off. It's like, why didn't they come? You know, or they're sick, or you know, they were busy for that weekend, whatever the case is. But it's like, I just want everybody to know if you're not there, you're going to be missed. We are going to miss you. You can't get away from it. We are going to miss you. And the chances are you're going to have people calling you up going, where are you at? Because we're just pains like that. But it's just, we want everybody, we want everybody there. We just enjoy it. Um, the vendors that we had were so much fun. Really, just so much fun. The guy, Jatin, Jatin Patel, I'm telling you, this guy is a riot. He had the best time with the wiener guy. And some of the stuff, some of the stuff that he was, it got to a point to where even I had to walk away. I was like, oh my God. I was laughing so hard. And I was like, oh my God. And it just he just comes out with it. Michael says, I only got a pic with Jason. Wish I would have gotten more pics with everyone. I know, right? Um, well, oh yeah, that's a good picture too. I know I got a picture with Ken, and which I'm going to treasure because I mean he is just really very, very, very important to me and to what I do. Um, and I also got a picture with Brett Wagner, and he was so very nice. And it was funny. Brett Brett came up to our booth, and we have, well, I was given a picture. It's a long picture of Bigfoot laying out in like a Playgirl style spread, you know, kind of just laying back with a raccoon. It's great. With a raccoon in front of him, hiding spots. The voice doesn't match the guy. On who? Which one? Um, but Brett came up and, oh, Jatine. Oh, you knew I was going to talk about that, Jatine. But Brett says, I, I want that. I want that picture. And I'm like, I can't sell that because my dear, dear, dear friends, Stan and Teresa, gave that to me. They saw it and they thought I'd like it, so they bought it and they gave it to me. Now, I'm the kind of person to where if somebody gives something to me, my kids say I'm a hoarder. They're kind of right. But I got a lot of cool shit because of that. Oh, that came out. Anyway, so I will never get rid of that, even for Brett Wagner. But I will not get rid of that because it was given to me with love from people I love. So that is like, no. Yes, I will even turn down Brett Wagner. But he was like, I know this guy. I'm good friends with the guy that posed for this picture. I got him on the phone. I want that picture. And I'm like, but I can't sell it. And I never did. I've still got it. So, Stan and Teresa, hi, Dawn. So, Stan and Teresa, we can coax him back next year. Jatine, hey, haha. We can coax him back next year. We'll say, okay, if movie star is in the house, yep, Dawn's here. We can coax him back next year. We'll bribe him. We'll say, okay, if you come back next year, we'll give you the picture. I know. I used to tell my kids it was cockatoo. You can't say cockatoo. And they grew up saying that. Oh, cockatoo. I'm an adult. I can say anything I want. But now my kids to say cockatoo is it's minimalizing it. It's like, oh my God. It's like, I don't dare put them on speakerphone because it's like, I mean, if cursing was a felony, I would have had my phone impounded years ago. But yeah, that was funny with Brett. That was really funny. Now, Jatine, since you're on, do you want to tell them what you said? Richard, he's saying, hey, you want to tell everybody what you were talking about with the wiener guy? Because if you don't, I'm going to. It was just too funny. And the way that you said it, it came out of your mouth like you didn't think twice about it. And then even afterwards, you were like, yeah, that's right. I said it. It killed me. But these are the things that happen at these cons. And I know that our con isn't any different, maybe from a lot of the others, but if they get along as well as we all do, as you can just see right here on this right here, that I mean, there were some funny things that happened. I mean, even Jatine said, LOL, I made a video. No, 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 no. It is not with the video. It was with the wiener guy. Yes, tell them. Okay, all right, I will. He was talking about the guy calling it wieners. And then Jatine says, I don't know, Jatine, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Jatine said, he's got so many wieners, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to have one in my mouth. I was just like, I mean, it was hard for me to even. Oh, no, that's what he said. It was just tell him all. He recorded it. I'll bet he did. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard. It was like, Justine. It was like, what? It's true. Oh, maybe it's not a good idea to have a wiener truck there next year with Justine. Who knows what's going to come out of him? But then I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was just too funny. It really was. Um, Justine said, yes, I remember that. I said, I'll shove 2 or 3 of them big wieners. They'd be so good. Oh, you're, you're a trip. You're just so funny. But, Dawn, it was a riot. It really was. And then, there was, Lee Triana Brown said I was going to go viral if I would put a video up of something. And I was like, I'm not putting a video up of that. But I mean, I was laughing so hard. It just something that had occurred that I can't go into, unfortunately, on the air. But yeah, it's definitely going to make good holiday stories. Um, Now, we're working on the Medieval Faith Fest coming up now in November. So we're all going to be busy doing that. But going back to the Para-comi-con, there was really, it upset Leanna and Adams Lucier, Teresa Jenkins Bikes take who? Teresa Jenkins Bikes takes. I think we should have a Thanksgiving. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. I think we should too. We could do that at the Medieval Fest. Really? We could just have Thanksgiving early with the fam. Just get everybody together. Heck, we're going to have a big old fairground to do it. But some of the events or some of the vendors out there had some of the coolest stuff. Severity had some really good things out there. And she said she did pretty good. Most of the people that I talked to, they all said that on Saturday they did well. I know that our booth did really well on Saturday. I'm excited for the Medieval, says Dawn. I am too. The Medieval is something. Oh, that dude, maybe. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, the Medieval is something that I did down in Miami with the Renaissance group. They were called the Chess Masters di Viscaya. And Viscaya is a Italian Renaissance mansion that they have there that William Flagler lived in, that William Flagler had built. And it is just absolutely beautiful. It's off on the well, let me see, it's not right on it's on the ocean side, of course, but it's still closer in. It's the word's like on the tip of my mouth, but I can't spit it out. But anyway, it's right there. Teresa said, I finally got the severed head. I finally got. Did you really? Did you seriously? Teresa, you're in the market for such strange things, but I gotta admit, it's pretty cool. Michael says, I've already been looking at Viking costumes for the next festival. That would be good. Dawn says, I'm looking for some outfits too. I have mine from the festivals that we did down in Miami. So I've got mine, but I was about that big. Maybe about that big right there. I'm not that big anymore. So I've got to figure out a way to expand my costumes for the expansion that I've experienced in the past few years. So, but yeah, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And Molly Eckling is the one that, well, at the time, her name was Molly Eckling, and she's the one who created those. And she actually created those for a photo shoot that I was doing, a modeling photo shoot that I was doing back then, way back then, when I was doing that kind of thing. And she did the dark side and she did the light side. And both of her costumes she created for that photo shoot was beautiful, which I still have. I still have those. Teresa said, yeah, I got it the day after the con was over. I mean, doesn't that just make sense? Maybe we can use it at the where did it go? Maybe we can use it at the Medieval Faith Fest. Somewhere, yeah, we can fit it in there somewhere for sure. We can put it in like a little cage and hang it from something. Oh, well, that's a great idea. Maybe Richard will come in his pink tutu. Yes, Richard, I vote on that. I think that you should. You should come to the medieval in your pink tutu. I would applaud you. Teresa says she needs a costume for it. Well, we can see if you fit into one of mine. We had some vendors that told us that they did better this year than they had done in any of the previous years before, and had done better. Richard thinks it's funny. We're not kidding. we really want you in your tutu. But they said that they did better. Maybe my daughter Nicole can help me. Yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, look at what she did. But I can help you with it as well. But yeah, one vendor said that they had done better. Well, no, quite a few vendors said that they had done better this year than they had done in the past. So it's definitely on an upswing. We're getting this just really down pat here, and it's becoming something that's familiar and something that we've experienced, something that we've worked on, and each doing their own little thing. Everybody who's been repeatedly doing this is getting better and better. And that goes for the directors, it goes for the staff, it goes for the vendors, it goes for everybody involved. Every year that you're doing it, your booth, your whatever that you're doing is getting better. And it showed this past weekend. You guys did freaking amazing. You really did freaking amazing. And the camaraderie and the working together and just the having fun, and it all worked. It all worked, you guys. It was just so good. And I was just so proud of everybody involved. Gothic Gardens drove from Oklahoma just to be a vendor at Deep South. No way. They drove from Oklahoma? Wow. That's dedication. That's a long drive. Wow, that just kind of really, wow, how special. I had no idea that they drove that far. Oh, yes, they're the ones that had the hearse. They drove that hearse all the way down from Oklahoma. I love them. That is so totally cool. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That really is. I can't say enough about that. That is just so cool. Um I don't know. I just wanted to tell everybody that they scared a lot of the folks on the way. I'll bet they did. I'll bet they did. Can you imagine someone pulling up into a rest stop with that thing? It's like, no, no, Henry, don't park there. No, don't park next to that thing. That's bad. That's bad. Oh my gosh, I can only see it. But I just wanted to tell everybody out there that I am so proud and I feel so fortunate to be involved in such an amazing group of people and such an amazing organization. And I feel so just good about just being around you guys. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you. Don't change. Just stay the way you are, each and every one of you, and your individual little quirks and fancies. It works for each and every one of you. Um, and you just put all of you guys together, and we end up with what we had last weekend. And I couldn't have been more proud, and I couldn't have been more thankful and appreciative to be around such wonderful people as yourselves. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you guys for being you. Thank you to the vendors for coming. You guys were wonderful. Thank you to our food vendors. You had some real yum stuff going on back there. Thank you to our celebrities that came. Of all the places that you could have chosen for that weekend, you chose ours. And wow. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are all like a big bowl of nuts. We are. We really are, but we're a fun bunch of nuts. I love you. Oh, I love you, Dawn. Thank you so much. Um, I'm thankful for y'all also. Dawn, you are just the sweetest. You really are. You're just the sweetest. And I love my rocks. I love those rocks. Jatine, no one understood me because all those good wieners. Oh no, we understood you. We understood you very well. Oh my God. Jatine, especially you, please don't change. You are perfect the way that you are. But I know that we're all going to more than likely be at the Medieval Fest together. And that's going to be a whole new adventure for us. Completely. And man, I'm so looking forward to that. Jatine says the wieners go along good with the nuts. Oh, Jatine. Oh my God. I might be slow, but I'm not that slow with my thick Indian accent. You said wiener. Wiener, 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 wiener. Oh my God. And to anybody that's watching this who might not know us that well, this is us. This is what goes on all the time. Glad y'all like my simple rocks. Don, sometimes, sometimes it's the simple things that are the special things. And those rocks meant so much to so many people, me included. Those rocks were perfect, absolutely perfect. And those rocks I will have until the day I am no longer here. those rocks will be with me. That is my guarantee to you. Just like the Bigfoot, unless Teresa and Stan want to use it as like a bribe to get Brett back here. But yeah, definitely fun, 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 fun. So but I just wanted to give everybody just love from my heart. And Dawn rocks. Dawn does rocks. She does very good rocks. Michael says Don Kruger Wanda got mine sitting on the dash, and Mike, wait a minute, he's got it sitting on the dash of his truck. He's not going to pull through with what he said he wanted to do with those rocks. Michael, don't you dare. Oh my goodness. But I just wanted to give everybody just that from my heart. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you. And Destiny and Michael Fox, y'all got my heart now. They're just, oh, so sweet. So, so, so sweet. And Lee Triana, Terry Brown, you got my heart. You really do. Gwen, there's another one. Yes, you're right there. Is probably one of the most photogenic women I think I've ever met. Well, her and Lee are probably up there side by side, but it just doesn't seem like Gwen takes a bad picture. The girl can't take a bad picture. I wish I was like that. It takes an entire photographic studio to make me look like Gwen can, just going at a picture. Right? It's true. Japteen, I mean, he is like if you're having a bad day, there is no way you can have a bad day around your team. It just a bad day and the two do not go. They do not go together, and God willing, Jatine will win. I mean, he is just everything good comes from Jatine. He's just a feel good kind of a person. Beats. Okay, you got to tell me what about beats? And that's really foolish of me because I should never ask you guys to explain something because I'm always shocked by what you say out of it. But it was a great success. It was great fun. Learned a lot. We learned a lot from some things that occurred this year. Learned a lot about that for next year. But the one thing that we learned is that we're thick. We are very thick and we care about each other. We love each other. We stand by each other. And we're a family. We're a tribe. And that is just always going to remain. And with that, I want to say again, thank you for each one of y'all. And thank you to everybody that participated in this Para-comi-con. It's close to our heart. Best one that's been put on yet. And next year is going to be even better. If you can believe it. We said that last year. And now we're going to say it again. Next year we'll do as good, if not better, than this year. Because that's what we do. So now we're going to have to change the changing of course. Now, Medieval Faith Fest. Now we need to concentrate on what's coming up there. It's 4 months from now. So we all got to put on our sword fighting stuff. Brent with Lee Triana, that's his. Brent with Lee Triana, that's his nickname. What? Brent? Brent with Lee Triana, that's his nickname. Oh, beets is oh, okay. Why? That's a big question. But you guys start thinking about what you want to do with medieval. You got to start thinking about what you want to create, what character you want to create. Will we be having a meeting before? Absolutely. Absolutely. We will be having a meeting beforehand. And we're going to be probably having a few meetings because it's new. It's something that we've got to get everybody into, into the spirit and know what you're going to be doing so you guys don't feel, because I mean, let's face it, this is completely different from what we've been doing in the past. So I'm going to the medieval. Good, Candace. Good. So this goes for you too then. Everybody's got to go in and think about what they're going to be doing and what character you're going to be. Oh yeah, we're going to have the meetings. And what you want to do, what you want to accomplish with it. Because once you start on a character, now this is something that I've learned from before. Once you start on a character, you keep that character. And just as you evolve and grow, your character evolves and grows. And oh my goodness, you can do all kinds of things with these characters, especially with medieval and Ren and things like that. These characters grow and they become a life of their. They have their own life of their own. And in the events like this, you can create that. So that is just, I mean, just a part of the fun of it all. So we're going to be popping off of here. Another show is done for the week. You guys, this has been a fun show, and thank you for letting me laugh with you guys. You guys always make me feel so good. You really do. You just feel good. I look forward to Tuesday nights so I can, you know, feel good coming off from here. It just, y'all just glow. You're just so special. You're special. All right, guys. We'll see you guys again next week, 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. And remember, be thinking about that medieval fair coming up and be thinking about what you can create for it and be thinking about what you can do for it. Okay, guys? Have a good night. Bye-bye.